Well, hello friends, Scott from Platte River Keto. If you're new to my channel, welcome. On my channel, and you get to come along for the ride on my keto journey. Check in with you at least once a week in order to update you on my progress. Try to check in with you at least one other time of the week to share something that I've learned, usually about the ketogenic lifestyle, but sometimes just something I've learned about this little journey that we call life. Today is Saturday, which means that it is check-in day. For those of you that have been following along on my channel, I have had 3 goals for the fourth quarter. My goals are number 1, to get in a DDPY workout every day. Number 2, to have no snacking of any kind, but no keto snacking even, except for on specified days. And then the third goal is relationship with Earth's gravity. To start off the quarter, I was 328. And my goal was to be at 299.8 by December 31st. Those of you who've been following along know that last week I was at 305.8. Checked my relationship with Earth's gravity today, and I am at 303.0, so down 2.8 pounds. Very excited about that. There are 2 weeks to go, and I have 3.2 pounds to lose. If I had another 2.8 pounds next week, like I had this week, I'd be at 300.2. So, very excited about the relationship with Earth's gravity. I also had somebody comment that they didn't like the fact, or maybe they didn't say they didn't like the fact, but they enjoyed my video in the car because it was different than my blank background that I always had. So I decided to put up a couple things that I really like. My lovely wife over here, this is a wedding photo that we had, and this is a photo of my family. Those are the most important things to me in my life. A big part of the reason why I've gone on this health journey is so that I can do things, be around for my family, and yeah, so I decided to add those to the background. I hope you like them. So really excited about my change in my relationship to Earth's gravity. Definitely making some good progress there. I've worked really hard this week. It has been very cold here in Nebraska, and we had a blizzard. We actually didn't get a ton of snow here in North Platte. It could have been, excuse me, sorry about that. It could have been a lot worse here in Nebraska. And not in Nebraska, but in North Platte. Further north and west of here, they got lots of snow. Shadron, which is a town that's basically the northwest corner of Nebraska, I think they got like 20 inches of snow or something like that. And that combined with all of the wind made it pretty bad. Here, we only got 3 or 4 inches of snow. The wind was terrible. We did have whiteout blizzard conditions, but we were spared most of it. The kids had an early out in school for one day and then had a late start the next day. And everybody was safe, thankfully, but definitely some very cold weather. That was a very long way of saying that I have not been walking my dogs this week. I have instead been going back to the gym. As I mentioned in my video last week, I started weight training again, which has been really good for me. I shouldn't say that video was last week. I think that video was Wednesday. The time all flows together for me a little bit. But in my update, I mentioned that I had started weightlifting. Definitely feeling that in the chest, shoulders, and triceps, which is where I did my weightlifting. When I was trying to do my push-ups today for my DDPY workout, definitely feeling that my chest was sore, that my shoulders were sore, that my triceps were sore. That's a good thing though. I've been pushing myself. So since I haven't been walking my dogs because it's just been too cold and miserable, I'd gone back to the gym. I noticed that I've actually made some really good progress on my DDPY workout that has allowed me to be more successful at the gym and be able to have more endurance. I think I have more core strength, flexibility, all those things. So it's been really good week again on that score. As far as my other goals, my DDPY workouts, I'm getting those in every day, which has been great, and haven't been doing any snacking, which has been really good. What I wanted to talk about with the little bit of time here that I have left with you today is my goals for the fourth quarter have been great. They've been super motivational for me. They've been very helpful in keeping me on track, in keeping me from letting the holidays, which are really just a couple of days if you think about it, turn into a holiday season. I've been able to continue to make progress during the month of December, where I think it would have been really easy for me to kind of end up maintaining for the month of December. And by the way, not that there's anything wrong with that. If that's something that you've decided to do, we're all on this journey. We're all in different places in our journey, and we all have different ways of getting to essentially the same place. So definitely not trying to put you down if you decided that you wanted to maintain for the month of December. But for me and for my goals, having targeted goals for the month of December, for the fourth quarter, has been really helpful for me in not just maintaining, but in continuing to lose, which is what I wanted to do. Now, I say all that as kind of a preamble to the fact that I am really close. I am 3.2 pounds from being where I want to be, seeing 299.8 on the scale. This coming week is Christmas. Monday, I have a Christmas dinner with my parents. My parents are actually going to be visiting my brother in Kansas City for Christmas. So we're having a Christmas dinner on Monday. We're planning on having something really delicious. We're going to have some prime rib. I'm definitely going to make some keto sides. And then we're going to have a keto dessert, which wasn't originally in my plan. My original plan was to have keto treats on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. This obviously is a Christmas dinner, but not on Christmas. So that's depending on how much I choose to indulge or whether I choose to indulge in a dessert. Again, a keto dessert, guys, but a dessert nonetheless. Might kind of put me a little bit behind where I want to be. The rest of the week, of course, I have the ability to be really working hard to reach my goal. But then, of course, the weekend is going to come. Saturday is Christmas Eve, Sunday is Christmas Day. And then next week, I get the opportunity to travel to Utah to visit my father-in-law. And we get to visit with him for all of that next week, which will be great. But again, I'm going to be away from my home and away from my regular routine. Long story short, I'm going to work really hard to reach my goal, but I'm a little concerned that it's going to be tough to do in these next 2 weeks. All of that has gotten me to thinking this week, and it's that this goal has been so great for me, as I already mentioned, for this fourth quarter. It's been so effective. It's been so helpful. It's kept me from doing things that I don't want to do. Having said that, I've tried to think really hard and be really kind to myself, which I haven't always done in the past, that if I don't see 299.8 by December 31st, it's not like I'm trying to fit into some particular specific item of clothing for New Year's Eve. I know who's going to kiss me on New Year's Eve. It's my wife. I've been married to her for almost 20 years. So it's nothing like that. There's nothing like that going on for me. So while I'm pushing really hard for that goal, and I'm not giving up, I'm certainly not going to coast these last 2 weeks. If I don't get it, I'm on a journey. And whatever point I happen to get to on December 31st, I'm still on my journey. So that's just something to think about as you set goals for yourself. I think that, I don't know about the rest of you, but for me, many times in the past, if I've set a goal and I've gotten close to it and I haven't achieved it, it can just crush me mentally, emotionally, because I didn't reach the goal, which really, most of the time, especially when it comes to these health goals that I'm setting up, is an arbitrary goal. I'm doing my best to look at a spreadsheet or whatever and go, well, here's the amount of time and here's what I usually lose, and this is about where I should be. Boom. And you just kind of make it up. But then when you don't reach it, it becomes a much bigger deal than it should be. It's blown way out of proportion, and it's easy to kind of go into a depression, a tailspin, whatever you want to call it. And I've been doing some thinking ahead of time, so to speak. Again, not planning on not meeting my goal. I'm very excited to get some confetti, as one of my subscribers mentioned. I should get some confetti and throw it up in the air when I'm at 299.8. And I'm ready for that, and I'm excited to do it. I'm going to go to a store and get the confetti. But if I'm not there on December 31st, it's okay. Because this is a journey for me. And I just encourage you to think about that. Think about where you're at on your journey. And be kind to yourself. Set goals. Set reach goals that make you stretch and make you work hard. But be kind to yourself if you don't reach that stretch goal. A stretch goal is a stretch goal for a reason. It's supposed to be hard. And if it causes you to stretch but maybe not reach all the way there, it's actually really done its job if you think about it. So that's what I wanted to share with you this week. Get to go to my church Christmas party today. You can see a little bit of my shirt here. Down here at the bottom, which you can't see, says I have a Holly Jolly Sithmas. And for those of you Grinches out there, Darth Vader finds your lack of cheer disturbing. So take that. No. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed my video today. I hope you enjoy my channel. If you do, if you haven't already, hit the like for this video. Subscribe to my channel. Hit the little bell icon so that you'll be notified when I do check-ins and videos like this. Last thing I wanted to share with you is my wife and I are planning today to collaborate together to make a recipe. I believe we're actually going to do chocolate chip cheesecake bars. Keto, of course. But we're going to plan on putting that video together, hopefully getting that out to you this weekend so that you can see the best thing about Platte River Keto, which is my lovely wife. Keep calm and keto on, and we will talk to you guys soon.